What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more George Michael. Once again, big shout out to Nigel for sharing this material and much else. And we're returning to his debut album, Faith, 1987, and the next track is called Hand to Mouth. As an expression, it refers to immediate consumption of any substance acquired, which is to say, a lack of putting in reserve for the future, a lack of planning for anything that may come later. And that perhaps will lead to a perpetual state of living hand to mouth and not being able to make any provision for future situations. So given that this is on an album that also features a tune called I Want Your Sex, I feel like there could be a play on words here. There could be at the very least a double entendre. And the idea of hand to mouth could have physical connotations. Either way, I imagine it will play off the common expression, the idea of, immediately taking whatever you can get and using it to the point where you'll then be without again. You will be lacking of whatever that substance is. So that could be love, that could be physical affection. I feel like that is likely the realm that we'll be working in. Let's find out. This is George Michael. The tune is Hand to Mouth, and it's from the 1987 album Faith. That came in a bit cooler, heavier than I expected. This sounds a lot more serious than I expected. My apologies for my intro.
I believe in gods of America. I believe in the land of the free. No one told me that the gods believe in nothing. So with empty hands I pray.
They're nihilistic.
And from day to hopeless day, they still don't see.
I love that.
Everybody talks about the new generation. Jump on
They're
the
trying
wagon,
there.
wanna leave you behind. But no one gave a thought to the rest of the nation. Like to help you, but I haven't got the time. Somebody should save me. Everybody started living hand to mouth, hand to mouth, hand to mouth, hand to mouth. There's a big white lady on a big white doorstep. She asked her daddy and her daddy said yes. Has to give a little for the dollars that we get. Has to give a little. They say it's for the best. Somebody shouted, maybe. They kept on living from hand to mouth, hand to mouth, hand to mouth, hand to mouth. So she ran to the arms of America, and she kissed the powers that be. And someone told me that the gods believe in nothing. So with empty hands I pray, and I tell myself one day it just might.
It's really good songwriting. Gradual Fade. Yeah, that's a really top track. One of my favorites from him or Wham so far. Definitely a nighttime sort of feel, but still danceable. Like, despite it having some serious subject matter and, not really having any double entendre connotations like I thought it might, and seemingly being very, sort of economic and, people trying to go to a new place to try to make a new life, but turns out, maybe the grand stories, the mythos of that new place isn't quite what it was, supposed to be, and maybe the emptiness of the rhetoric and the mythos is, suddenly revealed, and it would seem to be like different shots of that, and a young child now, going to go into the foster system and be up against it and, perhaps live a tougher life than they ever should have, because their mom got killed and, this happens every day. So it was like different snapshots of, people living hand to mouth and, really struggling to get by. So it felt like gritty George Michael in terms of the writing and just some of the phrasing, like I said, like really cool lyrics. I didn't catch everything. I caught more than perhaps I do on a lot of first listens, but like I said, just a lot of the lines like well crafted and had me thinking about like visual scenes of these like images of urban poverty and so on, and crime and the victims of it, but the sonics were very smooth and it had, like I said, a danceable groove to it, so it's like a really interesting synthesis of seemingly a bit heavier subject matter with admittedly like melodically a bit heavier, colder of a feel, but like I said, still percussive, still groovy, still danceable, and still, in a way, sort of, smooth and floating, certainly with his voice in certain moments. So, yeah, top track. Looking forward to more of his solo catalog, as well as for Wham, of course. And yeah, let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.